Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw a Tyrannosaurus dinosaur. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, finally the big one. The big Mamba Jamba. The big sandwich. The big kahuna, right? And I've been talking about this and complaining about it, saying that everything I'm drawing looks like a Tyrannosaurus. So it's about time I finally got to one, right? So it's about time. So here we go. So I got an idea, and I want to do like the big old screaming, you know, the Jurassic Park, you know, the big screaming dinosaur coming at you. That's what I want to do. So, let me see if I can get us there real quick. And we'll get going. It shouldn't take too long for a sketch because, I mean, I'm making it up 100%, but it's mostly bones that I'm playing with. You know, I'm drawing from. I don't really have anything else to go by, so, like I said, with the other ones, you know, it's like that's all we got, so let's make it count. Let's see, so I'm going to raise this one up. A big old shoulder like that. Alright, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see, here's his rib cage, his belly, his big old back, his big old thigh. Alright, so sorry if I quit talking, but usually it's because I'm concentrating. Trying to make this look right. Well, you know, as best as I can. I'm making this up. I'm never going to make it look right because I'm not a paleontologist. All I can do is just play around with the things I know how to draw. Okay, we're going to give him a big old open mouth. Give him a tongue, little tongue waggling out. Something like that. Give him this big old nose coming down. It's a little low. I think that's the problem. Let me redraw that head. It's a little shrunk down onto his body. Alright, so let's go up here. There we go. That's a little bit better. Right? There we go. Much better, much better. I want this arm lower, too. It's nice to kind of like lean back and look at your picture because you can actually see what needs to change. If you ever need to get a better perspective of your picture, go look in the mirror. Go hold it up to a mirror and see what it looks like. And you'll get a good idea. Because a lot of times your eye gets fixed on your drawing, on the position you're putting it in, and you're making it work in your eye. Because you're basically throwing lines down just trying to make it work, right? Well, a lot of times you'll get stuck it looks right. It's like, okay, cool, there we go, but you're not right. So your eyes tricking yourself into accepting it, and so it helps to shake it up, to mix it up a bit, so your body or your eyes or your mind says, well, that's not right, and this is right, and then do this and that kind of thing, you know. So it helps to go look in the mirror and Yeah, much better, much better. It was all squatty down here. Now I got it up there. Kind of taking up the entire, I wanted to say financial district, but the entire, what is the word I'm looking for? Real estate. The entire page real estate to make it work. Alright, I'm not going to draw the teeth. I'm not going to draw the teeth at all. Just wanted to get ready for it, basically. That'll work. I like that. Let's go see. We're gonna. Yeah. All right. I think this is gonna be the last dinosaur too. I think I'm gonna retire the dinosaurs and move on to something else. So it's gonna be a good one to finish up with. And yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Right. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm ready. I want to erase some of these lines, and then we're going to move on to the Sharpie. I just need the confidence lines, not these sketch lines. And it took me a few lines. Obviously, you saw that to get here, to get this confidence. But the sketch lines work pretty well, so I really didn't have to draw a lot darker. Because usually what I do is I sketch until I find the right, the right placement for the lines. Then I start drawing darker. But this one worked out. The sketches actually worked out pretty well, but I don't really have to, I didn't have to press too much harder, so that means I can't erase that much either. So there you go. I think we're ready. I say we welcome everybody that skipped and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than a fine point. You can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased a majority of it, but I've left myself a faint ghost of an image that I can use to guide me on this Sharpie adventure. So I'm going to go ahead and just dig in with the fine point, then we'll add little tiny details with the Sharpie pen. Okay, so I've got him screaming up dinosaur style, old Jurassic Park style, screaming up that way, and his tail's flowing back this way, right? So let's go ahead and just start with the head and just build off that. So let's see, the mouth is going to be right here. I'm going to move back this way. All right. And I'm just going to kind of add, little extra dino bumps, as we're going along, just to kind of show you the rough scale skin of the Tyrannosaurus. Okay, there's the inside of his mouth. We're going to come up like this. I'm going to put the teeth inside there too, but I just kind of wanted to show you where the edges are going to be, and then we'll come back. All right, so here's the edge of his bottom jaw. Going to come in and connect it like that, and let's go ahead and add, how about we do some, let's see, kind of like some extra stress lines, or maybe we should do that with the Sharpie, the shiny Sharpie. Let's do that. Let's use this for highlights. Oh, let's draw his eye. Let's go ahead and draw a tiny little beady eye like this. And then we'll draw like a little pupil like that, kind of old crazy eye. And we're going to add just a little bit of extra texture because I've talked about this many times, is that we don't know what they look like. All I have to go by are the bones, and that's all I have to work with. So a lot of times I'll do stuff like this just to kind of show that, yeah, there's ridges in the bones, and maybe you can see some of that standing out. A lot of people do stuff like that whenever you draw the dinosaur based off bones, but that's all we got to go by, So if we got nothing else, yeah, so let's go ahead and draw some teeth, and then we'll draw the other sides of the jaw. So, I'm going to go ahead and just start hanging the big ones in, like this. It might be a little too small, but let's see where it goes. But basically, yeah, I kind of wanted to accent that there's these big, huge ones, and then everything else is kind of built around it, okay? Ooh, you know what? I need to draw all these on this side before I do anything else, because these are in front, and you always draw what's in front first. That way you don't accidentally draw through it, because next you're drawing what's behind, you know, and so you can't mess it up. Well, you can. You can always mess it up, but you can't accidentally draw through something if you're drawing the front of it first. And I know they're kind of floating, so that's why I'm just kind of making like a jaw line, like a gum line kind of look to it. And so that's the other thing that we don't know is how the jaw's connected, because it's just, you know, bones that we got to look at. But we're kind of guessing that it's kind of like an alligator or a crocodile, you know, or you know, that kind of thing. That's got that. That's got the little fleshy connector. Does that make sense? Sounds like the name of a terrible band, Fleshy Connector. Okay, so there's the inside teeth, and I'm not really doing a lot of the detail on the inside teeth because they don't stand out as much as the ones on the outside. So I'm going to give them a tongue. We're just going to kind of do something like this. That, and then again I'm going to do the bottom teeth, and they're going to come straight out of the jaw. Same thing on this side, the other side, the back side, I guess is the best way to say it. You know, it's not the front of the teeth, but the back. But I want to thicken up that tongue just a little bit. I don't want to use the big Sharpies. That's going to stand out way too much. So I'll just double up on this line real fast. The color is going to really make it stand out, but it feels a little too thin. Like, I like this for highlights and for maybe some wrinkles and stuff like that, but for an outline, it's too thin. And the outline, to me, needs to really stand out. There we go. Looking good. How's yours looking? Awesome. All right. So let's get back in here. Ooh, you know what I want to draw? Let's draw some fleshy stress lines, you know? There we go. A little bit of stress lines from him holding that big old head up, right? Let's see. Let me add on some of these. Again, it seemed a little thin. So let me just do something like that, just to kind of make it feel a little more highlighted. You know, color's really, like I said, it's like I've always said, color's really going to hide a lot of this stuff. But it's fun to draw this stuff right now. So I'm going to draw the back of his head, coming in like this, into his body. We're going to draw his, so is it making sense now the way it's going? Let's go ahead and just do this whole way so you see where we are. So there's his shoulders, his hip, and let's go ahead and do the tail. Kind of whipping up like this. It's going to grow and get bigger as we go back. Down to about right there. That's where I got the tail, or the back leg hitting. So this arm is kind of raised up. It's not sticking out of the body in any way. It's kind of in the middle of it. So let's go ahead and draw it. And then do the shoulder, the bicep, this shoulder right here, the back to the elbow. I've got it raised up. He's doing kind of like that. You know, the old dinosaur limbs. There's his hand to the underside. Let's do the claws. Since they're in front, you want to do what's in front first. That way we can come back like this, and now it looks like it's behind it, right? And there you go. We can draw what's behind. Come in like that. Make sense? Awesome. This looks blank, but I'm going to do a lot of that with color. So, you know, for now, we'll go ahead and do something like this, just to kind of show the tongue stress lines. Just something like that, you know. And then, like I said, color will make it look really good. I know I jumped around, but I just kind of looked up at it and it's like, oh, you know what? I don't want to leave you just hanging there with nothing to show. You know, to be like, well, what are we doing? Why is it blank? I got you. I got you, friend. All right. Okay, so, let's do this. Kind of taper it off a little bit more. Just kind of highlight that we've got extra Sharpies to make it nice and cool. There we go. Alright, so let's see. I can go ahead and do the rest of his body down here to this leg because all this is in front. Like there to that. So that means his thigh, like I was drawing right there, is going to come in like this. There's his knee. There's his big old calf. I don't know all the parts because it's got, you know, I guess that's a foot, but it's so long. It's like, is it the foot? I don't know. But I'm gonna draw down to the toe. Draw his little nubby toenail like that. Pull the other one out here like this. Alright, so now I can add some extra detail. And a lot of times I do stuff like that where it's just, well, it's ready for extras is what it is, you know, because it's got so much built into it and so much reptilian stress that we're kind of getting it ready for finer detail like this. And there you go. There we go. A little something like that. Again, color's really going to do a lot more than this. But, you know, this helps to really sell the picture. I don't know who's buying, but we're selling. Alright, so again, just do a little bit more of stress and fleshy flesh. Alright, so there's one side. So now we just got to do the other limbs. So let's go ahead and do this one. This one's hanging out, kind of the same, kind of coming down. Doing one of those. And let's see, you can see this nail like that. We'll do this one like this. There we go. Just kind of hide it off to the side. That. Alright. Okay, so same thing, we're doing this leg, but he's leaning on this one a lot, so we're just going to put it in a little bit down to here. There's the knee. There's the inside of the thigh. Curling back. Like that. Coming down to the toes. So we're going to put this one in front. Add the toenails over here. Or talons, I guess. Alright, so there we go. Let's add just a little bit of detail, a little bit of fun. That's kind of weird. I didn't expect it to be exactly like that, but hey, I'm gonna live with it. I'm gonna make it work, right? Stress lines, and I'm just making this up, so don't worry if you don't do it exactly like I do. What I always say is, you know, this This is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. This is just a guide. This is a way to start. Alright. Clean that up. So there you go. I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is a Tyrannosaurus dinosaur. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures with How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.